Cancer treatment has relied on radiation for decades, but most radiation therapies still come from outside the body, beams directed toward tumors that must pass through layers of healthy tissue before reaching their target. What researchers in Missouri are testing shifts that model inward. Instead of aiming radiation at cancer, they are placing the radiation source directly inside the tumor's own vascular network. At the University of Missouri, clinicians have begun evaluating a radiopharmaceutical therapy that delivers microscopic glass spheres loaded with yttrium-90 through catheter-guided intervention. These particles travel through arteries feeding liver tumors and become lodged in the cancer's microvasculature, where they emit localized radiation over time. This method belongs to a broader class known as selective internal radiation therapy, sometimes described as delivering brachytherapy from within the bloodstream rather than from implanted devices. The physics is not new, but the precision and production ecosystem around it are evolving rapidly. A key element of this effort is isotope supply. The radioactive material used in the treatment is produced at the University of Missouri Research Reactor, one of the few facilities in the United States capable of manufacturing medical isotopes at scale for clinical use. That infrastructure matters more than the therapy itself. Many radiopharmaceutical isotopes decay quickly, sometimes within days, which means they cannot be stockpiled or shipped globally like conventional drugs. Reliable regional production determines whether treatments can be delivered consistently to patients. Historically, shortages of medical isotopes have disrupted diagnostic imaging and cancer care worldwide, revealing how dependent modern nuclear medicine is on aging research reactors and fragile supply chains. Programs like this are attempting to rebuild domestic capability while integrating production directly with clinical trials. From a biological perspective, liver tumors are particularly suited to this targeted approach. Malignant tissue draws blood primarily from arterial supply, while healthy liver cells rely more heavily on portal circulation. This difference allows physicians to deliver radiation preferentially to tumors while limiting exposure to normal tissue. The goal is not simply to destroy cancer cells, but to concentrate dose distribution with millimeter-scale precision, reducing systemic toxicity compared with external radiation or chemotherapy. Even so, this remains a clinical evaluation. Researchers must determine optimal particle distribution, radiation dosing, imaging verification, and long-term patient outcomes before broader adoption can occur. What makes the trial notable is not a single device, but the integration of nuclear engineering, interventional radiology, and isotope manufacturing into one coordinated system, a model increasingly described as theranostics, where diagnosis and therapy rely on the same radioactive agents. Globally, investment in radiopharmaceutical medicine is accelerating because it sits at the intersection of materials science, reactor technology, and precision oncology, disciplines that historically operated separately but are now converging around targeted treatment strategies. The Missouri program illustrates how innovation in healthcare often depends as much on infrastructure as discovery. Without reliable isotope production, even well-understood therapies cannot scale. Scientific progress in medicine rarely arrives as a dramatic breakthrough. It advances through controlled trials, supply chain development, and careful validation of technologies that must work safely inside the human body. This effort represents one step in that continuum, demonstrating how nuclear science, once associated primarily with power generation, is becoming an increasingly important tool in precision cancer therapy. If you want to follow the technologies shaping modern healthcare, from reactor-produced isotopes to targeted treatment systems, stay with Dezhn. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps us explore progress with clarity and innovation without noise.